Zavik, come in. The cannons are disabled. Petrif or Akuru must have damaged the power grid in their attack.
Blasted fools. We'll think of something else once the palace is secure. Please, hurry to the throne room.
All of my droids have been destroyed. I have no visibility. But if you ensure Petrif's victory, I'm sure we can find another way to disable the Republic fleet.
Please. This is our last chance. Savik out.
Onderon will return to the old ways, the pure ways. Your blood will wash away centuries of desecration.
You don't fight for Onderon. You fight for your own bigoted agenda. You fight, and you lose.
His loss is my gain, I bet. I've beaten you. I've won! Did you really believe you could steal the throne of the great King Petrif?
Steal your throne? What in blazes are you talking about?
No sense lying now. Your treason is over. I've won.
Who's there? Show yourself!
The Republic fleet escaped.
Or they have escaped for now. With the Commander's aid, I am certain we can still stop them.
The Republic fleet escaped.
This is only a setback. We have countless alternatives to pursue.
The Republic fleet escaped.
Zavik failed, but her death won't solve anything.
You will depart for Corellia at once. We will find a use for you yet, Savik.
Yes, my lord. Commander, thank you.
We have no more time to waste. Onderon has been an abject failure. Another fleet of Republic reinforcements is docking at Mek-Shar, as Darth Shah suspected. That will be your next target. Rendezvous with Shah's forces, and ensure they succeed where Savik failed. Malgus out.
So, what's our next stop?
Set course for Mek-Shar.
Ah, we know it well. A mined-out asteroid converted into a fueling station. We would love to join you. If you think your alliance has room, of course. Please? Please?
It's been a pleasure working with you again. Welcome to the Alliance.
Wonderful.
I have a shuttle prepped and ready, shall we? Commander, welcome to Mek-Shar, outlaw crossroads of the galaxy. Darth Shah. I'm pleased we finally have an opportunity to work together. I've heard such delicious things about you. I oversee Imperial logistics and civil order. My expertise with the galaxy's criminal element led to my taking direct command of this operation. This intriguing specimen is a member of the Brothers, our key allies on the station. They've provided the Empire with quality slave labor for many years.
It is our great honor to take those without value and give them value, to give labor to those without purpose.
It's good to work with such loyal supporters of the Empire.
Loyal and deferential. The ideal partners for a mission like ours. Our goal here is more complex than it might seem. Let's step into the operations center to discuss the details. Wait, there's some... What? Ah!
Who in blazes was that?
I have no idea, but I appreciate the help.
Anytime. It's good to see you again. Lord Shah still in one piece?
Oh, yes. The Force was strong with him. Pity he didn't stand a chance. For a Sith to defy Emperor Vowron and attack you in the middle of a priority mission. You must have done something truly stirring.
I don't remember making any Sith angry lately. None that are alive, at least.
Perhaps he simply wanted a challenge. Fascinating. Ah well, you handled him easily enough. Best if we return to the mission at hand. Shall we? Now then, let's review the mission parameters. A Republic fleet key to the defense of Corellia has taken position nearby and intends to purchase fuel from Mek-Shar in order to continue their journey. It is our task to ensure that this fleet never reaches its destination.
So we stop them from refueling.
I'm afraid that won't be enough to suit Emperor Vowron. If the fleet cannot acquire fuel, they'll simply consolidate what fuel they have into their most powerful warships and send them on. We do not have sufficient vessels to prevent this, and we must make every effort to stop the entire fleet.
Then we lure them in and attack while they transfer the fuel.
Precisely. Major Anri, explain your discovery.
It just so happens that a perfect weapon is built into this rock. All we have to do is take control of it. See, this place used to belong to the Hutts, till their slaves revolted and kicked them out. Now Mek-Shar's neutral, run by the 5 biggest crews on the station. Huttbreaker, she led the revolt. Well, she wanted to be sure nobody could show up and steal what she and the other slaves just won. So they put in a fail-safe. It fires a pulse that neutralizes all the fuel in Mek-Shar's tanks, plus whatever's in the fuel lines, and any ships attached. We could even juice the pulse up a bit. Make it strong enough to ignite the fuel everywhere but the tanks. Fry every ship in the fleet.
Perfect. How do we get started?
The decision of whether to sell fuel to the Republic fleet hasn't been made yet. It depends on a majority vote by the top 5 crews. It falls to you to persuade them to vote in favor of selling the fuel, to help the Republic walk into our trap. As it happens, you have a perfect chance to do just that. Brother?
Huttbreaker hosts a celebration, an auction of pointless material wealth gained without effort. The 5 strongest crews are invited.
You join our dear friends at Huttbreaker's auction. Ensure that the crews vote in favor of selling the fuel, and help the Republic slip its head into the noose.
And what will the rest of you be doing?
Major Anri will be acquiring some special items we'll need later. Meanwhile, I will make a show of myself around the rest of Mek-Shar. I'll make it seem like I'm preparing to launch a conventional attack, so they won't look for more subtle threats. Don't hesitate to call if you need anything.
And watch your back. At least one of these crews is already in the Republic's corner, or the fleet wouldn't have come here in the first place.
Good luck, darling.
Fancy meeting you here, boss.
We were catching up with Theron and Lana, and they mentioned you were here. Figured we'd lend a hand.
We've cut a few deals with these people over the years. With our help, you'll know just how to play them. They'll vote however you want.
I'll be glad to have any information you can give me.
Just doing our part. If you're ready, let's head inside. All right, first up, Huttbreaker. Revolutionary leader, liberator, and unofficial queen of Mek-Sha. Her crew runs the main docks.
She won't need much convincing. Selling that fuel will bring in a small fortune, but that only stands if you keep the peace. You get too messy with any of these gangs, Huttbreaker will lock things down no matter how much she stands to make. Keeping Mek-Sha safe is her top priority.
All right. Darth Shah said that one of the crew leaders is a Republic sympathizer. What can you tell me?
Junker Jot, retired Republic Navy. His people handle maintenance for all of Mek-Sha. They're the reason we've got air to breathe and a nice view that doesn't kill us.
Jot doesn't really have a crew, just droids and other engineers like him. But without them, this place literally doesn't work. So they get a seat at the table. Needless to say, the Republic will get his vote to refuel, so no need to get involved there. Better to focus on the other crew leaders.
Why bother with the others? Huttbreaker and Jot will vote in the Republic's favor. We tell the brothers to do the same, and we have a majority.
The brothers' relationship with the Empire is no secret. If they suddenly vote to sell fuel to the Republic, it will seem way too suspicious.
Yeah, it's more of a hassle, but you'll need a vote from one of the other crew leaders to keep the Republic from looking too closely.
First is Veek the Snake. He runs a Rhodian smuggling ring, the Harrido Wald, one of the biggest operations in the galaxy.
Veek's a businessman. He can be anybody's friend if there's an upshot for him. Just have to figure out what he needs and make sure he gets it. The other crew leader is Indigo, Mandalorian. Well, ex-Mandalorian. Same with his crew. They're called something like Darmanda.
They're mercs and gun runners. Indigo has some kind of rivalry with Veek, so it's a good thing you only need one of them to vote your way.
Veek or Indigo. Simple enough. Thank you for your help.
What are friends for?
Looks like Huttbreaker's about to give her big welcome speech. Let's find a good spot.
Mek-Sha! How are you doing tonight? Look at us! We are surviving! We are thriving! We are turning this tiny rock into the beating heart of the galaxy! Just a few years ago, we were slaves. Now, we're masters. Imagine what we can become in just a few more years. All we've got to do is stay us. Be what we've been so far. We keep the peace. We keep the balance. And we keep moving forward. We've got the whole galaxy laid out in front of us. Everyone else just doesn't see it yet. All they see are the soldiers, politicians, Sith, Jedi. All the people who think they run things, who think their wars decide who's in charge. The truth is, they'll never be in charge. They'll never really run things. You know why? Because while they're busy killing each other, we're making deals, making friends, expanding. Everything they buy so they can blow each other up. We're selling and getting richer, stronger. By the time they stop and do the math, it will be too late. Because there will be a lot more of us than there are of them. And then, it will be us calling the shots. So stay the course, my friends. It only gets better from here. Welcome to Mek-Sha. Did you enjoy this speech?
I can see how you were able to inspire the rebellion against the Hutts.
Well, the Huts did most of the work for me, if I'm honest. Someone just had to fire the first shot. Now then, please, enjoy our hospitality. Have a drink on me and keep the peace. You can keep the peace, yes? I have your Sith friend's word on it.
The Sith aren't known for keeping their word or keeping the peace.
Such cynicism! Commander, mitawi there, Jedi Knight.
It's so rare that we can step away from the war for a peaceful chat.
Just because nobody's shooting at each other yet, doesn't mean the war isn't here.
The two of us have a prior appointment, I'm afraid. Please, enjoy the auction.
I know you helped Malgus on Ossus. You picked the wrong side. And you're going to regret it.
Destroying the Republic isn't my goal. This war can end whenever we want it to.
What? With another Treaty of Coruscant? I'll pass.
Master Jedi.
See you around.
Chonky faguta geopora geotokakise. Demote que caça, do bonyelis de oto. Chai con kunta chichai.
One can never have too many friends.
La tuva jikusia. Conchita chichakta. Kusa mala jikuta. Ikosa mose ala tuta. Kobane puta taise jeskusku.
I'm curious. What's your stance on fueling the Republic ships?
Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurung. Kliskataka yos oska ukapakuta. Makipuna mali tuta od mishka. Mitisa roda kopana chaporko utman gisa?
It'd be better to discuss this in private.
Bampaula kavaji otto.
What do you have in mind?
Tubulawa michade sula. Kafsta undile, jigo hola lukuta. Tungi machechu, kuting nankihe. Wanawa de bloto wichawa.
What do you want?
To the point. Let me return the favor. I'm looking for some help. Interested?
You think Darmanda want to fight and die in your little war? You're out of your mind. We're doing just fine on Mekshar.
I'm here to get your help with our operations on Mekshar. No fighting needed.
Interesting. Depending on the details. Look, this isn't a good place to do business. Too many years. Maybe the canteen will later, and we'll see.
Keep on walking, I got nothing to say to imp lovers.
Why so hostile? Can't we have a civil conversation?
No, I didn't watch my buddies die in the cold of space just to make chit-chat with their killers. Or the killer's friends, whichever you are. Huh, I need another drink.
Ah, there you are. Have you learned everything you need to complete our plan?
Yes, I'm done here.
Splendid. I hope your time was illuminating.
How'd I do? Too scruffy? Just scruffy enough?
That's Nova Blade gear. What are you planning?
Gonna do a hit and run on Jot's turf a bit later. Need to keep the old crank from realizing who's behind it. Just need a few more sets of gear for the rest of my boys and we'll be off.
I've rather loudly let the actual Nova Blades, as well as the Exchange, hear that I'm hiring extra muscle. Word should spread quickly.
I'm on my way to meet with one of the crews we need to vote for the refueling.
Wonderful. I knew you were the one for the job. Well then, we all have our tasks before us. Shall we reconvene in the Brothers' territory later?
Well, well, you showed up. I prefer doing business here. Better drinks, no dress code, industrial waste disposal in the back if there's trouble.
Let's pick up where we left off at the party.
Well, let's start here. What exactly do you want from me?
I want you to vote in favor of selling fuel to the Republic.
You want them to refuel? I don't know what your game is, but I don't need to. You know how this works. You do a little something for me first, and I'll consider it.
What did you have in mind?
You know that slimy little Rhodian Vic? Runs a smuggling crew? He's been raising prices on me, and I'm sick of it. Profits are thin enough without that bug-eyed scammer butting in. I want him and his bodyguards dead. No witnesses, no chance the Darmander gets to blame. I know the guy is next in line. Done business together. He'll hire some of my guys as bodyguards, and I'll be in a nice spot. So, there it is. Take out Vic, and the vote's yours.
No deal. I won't be your assassin.
Your call. Oh, good luck getting them votes. I'll be here if you reconsider.
Chonky faguta, gio pora, geoto kakise. Makipuna male tutta od Mishka.
Indigo was willing to vote my way in exchange for killing you.
Patati tok maki chisa chubala wawuni. Kafstu undile, gio hola lukuta. Pakuta pal kuchapting wampa, la agua kilia jikoska. Chonky faguta, gio pora, geoto kakise. Ni at pampa, boshura moki.
Who do you support?
Nakmanoya, no chaita. Tuta mishka, no chaita. Kafstu undile, gio hola lukuta.
What makes you think I want to stop it?
Patogawa, kiku bakili. Koya maya, inacho casa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alachuta. Patogawa, kiku bakili.
What exactly do you need?
Udi estinuka. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Oyatuka change kapula. Timuti kikasa, dobonyelis dioto. Bampaula kavaji oto. Umpa bitwala ni bobo.
You want to do business with the Hutts?
Pagtra wanawaka. Mibunawa di te utwipi. Kasoyali koyaran kenka kurun. Umpatati tok maki chisa chubala wawuni.
The exchange must be growing. I have someone working on cutting them off from Zakul.
Kuchuso, yumata chikotoya. Wanto humpa, muli ravavaba. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Nokta chulna dobela. Patogawa, kiku bakili.
I'll bring the envoy back, safe and sound.
Kuchuso, yumata chikotoya. Cha aitaye chopa. Mitwana shoto.
Papa me chispa.
You weren't invited to this meeting, Commander.
Vic sent me to deal with this little situation. That's what I plan to do.
I would have thought you had better things to do than meddle in small-time criminal affairs. I must say, I am surprised Vic chose his reputation over saving a potential deal with the Hutts.
Contachota, Casa Yuli Koira Toile Kankiton.
So this was just a way to get back at Vik.
Doti puna puna, manchika pugnoni snimo.
In truth, both of our organizations lose millions of credits to Harito Wald every month. It's getting expensive.
Kiko ubo kili wata panka donko potoko wata.
Once Vik and his ilk are out of the way, we'll divvy up his routes and cruise between ourselves.
Yakopa Gigi kutinga nulia makachisa.
Kuchuso, yumata chikotoya. Migushu funmu dopa makma.
Dead. It was an ambush. She was working with the Exchange all along.
Bampaula kavaji oto.
The Huts and the Exchange made a deal to kill you and split your resources between themselves. They didn't count on anyone else getting involved.
Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurun. Umpa kambak, niji tonka giliski chanaga. Umpa bitwala ni bobo.
It seems that will take some time.
Demote ki casa, dobonyelis dioto. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alachuta. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Ruidak bamba, unaguta, tanquekuta.
Trust me, you can't afford me.
Patati tok makichisa chubala wawuni. Bida perupa, kado ashiniko higa danaila. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alachuta. Ay, tutamishka jio lukuta.
It's exactly what I need.
Yanakuzu pike. No ye nevuta, nakma.
Yes, that should be all.
Inigu daiji liska chananga wa. Jiji haku.
Commander, am I interrupting anything?
I just finished convincing Vik to support our plan. What do you need?
Perfect. Remember when I mentioned that hit and run on Jot's territory earlier? Well, I've got my squad ready to move. Last thing we need is you.
What do you mean?
Jot's crew handles maintenance for everything in the station, including the failsafe system that roasts the fuel. He'll have a schematic for the failsafe on his computers. We need that data so we can modify the system to juice it up like the boss wants. My team hits Jot's place first, so he thinks pirates are trying to run off with some of his repair droids. While he's out chasing us around, you sneak into his HQ and grab the data. Sound good?
Send me the coordinates and I'll make my way there.
You got it. Before we dive into this op, I have to tell you, I feel like Shah's playing games here. Treating those creep slavers like they actually matter. Hell, playing nice with any of the locals. Boss's eyes are on more than just the mission, I'm sure of it.
Members of the Dark Council always look out for themselves. At least as much as they look out for the Empire.
Shah, especially. Alright, I've burned enough of your time. I'll move my people into position and we'll be ready to start when you are. Amri out.